It's crazy to say that May is over and we're halfway through the year, but it's happening. With every month that passes, my action figure collection grows larger and larger, and this month was no different. And while I may not have gotten a shit ton, I've got some figures I've been wanting for ages now. So let's get right into it with the first figure. My first figure of the month would arrive on May 6th, and one of my figure grails is in here. I kind of bought him on an impulse and he wasn't that great of a deal, but oh well, too late to return him anyways. The Figma Eren Yeager is finally in my collection, and this shit means something, man. I fucking love everything about Attack on Titan, and while the Rebel techs have been great, I always wanted to own action figures of the human characters, not just the Titans. Eren is also one of my favorite characters ever, and I didn't want to settle for the Jazzlers one, so this Figma figure has always been on the top of my most wanted list for a while now. I didn't think Figma could pull off good Attack on Titan figures, since these characters are pretty dynamic in the show, and Figma prioritizes aesthetics over articulation, but I actually already owned a Mikasa Figma, and I fucking love it, so Eren shouldn't be that much worse. Down to having the plastic in between the joints and all the accessories still being sealed. The same happened when I bought Mikasa, so that's another win with this figure. It wouldn't be until May 19th when I would receive my next figure, which wouldn't be a grail, but a very anticipated figure. A figure from a line I mentioned that I would be buying a whole lot more from. Shigaraki from My Hero himself is the man I'm talking about. This loser quickly became one of my most anticipated figures as soon as I saw reviews coming out about him from every figure channel out there, and just from fucking looks alone, man, Tamashii killed it. This guy sold out everywhere upon his release, and I was lucky to get an order in at the last second before it was too late. I can't wait to get him out, and I'm only going to be posing him with the hair down and the red cape on. He looks the best with that outfit on. I would only have to wait one more day for my next figure to arrive, and this would be another grail. One that I got for a steal. Let's just open it, because having to wait any longer will fucking kill me. The Ryuji Figma from Persona 5 has finally arrived, and what a fucking dream come true. From the day I beat Persona 5, I have always wanted to have the complete Figma line, and this was when I barely knew anything about action figures. Being a broke teen when I beat the game, trying to buy them all would have been hard and a waste of my limited amount of money, so I never went for them. But now that I'm an adult who wastes their money on stupid things, I've gone back and tried buying as many of the Persona Figmas as I can. This Ryuji was unfortunately one of the harder ones to come by because of the lack of a reissue and limited supplies, since Ryuji isn't a popular character in Japan, which makes merch of him rare and limited. This figure has had a hefty price tag on him for a while now, but like I previously mentioned, I got him for a steal. This will probably be my figure of the month. It's 9 days later, and I got the second to last figure I'll be receiving this month, right in front of me. This is a figure that's been highly anticipated from SA Trigger Arts fan, and is from a line where every figure is being resold for like $200 or more. Yuta from Season 3 of JJK was such a hard release to get. I don't know how I got so lucky with securing a pre-order, and I can honestly say the same for Toji and Yuji as well, as I now own all the JJK releases of the year. Anyways, this guy looks like he's going to be a lot of fun, considering that most of his body is reused from the original Yuta, and I've heard good things about that figure. Yuta is also one of my favorite characters from the series, so I'm finally glad to own a figure of him. And I'm glad I got him now, because those prices on the secondhand market are scary to look at. And finally, it's May 30th, which makes this my last figure haul of the month. Just a small haul from a local store that I picked up as a little birthday gift to myself. The SH Figure Arts Yoshi and the concrete effect pieces. I've been dying to pick up this Yoshi figure for a while now, and I decided to finally pull the trigger. As for the effect pieces, they were honestly a really good price at just $20, so I decided to cop them because I don't think I'll ever find them for that price again, and I have some fun ideas in mind for what I could do with them. And this is my figure haul for May. While nowhere near as many as last month, the haul from this month has a lot more value and worth to me, as I finally got around to picking up some grails that have eluded me for years now. So let's rank them. In last place is the concrete effect piece. It's cool for what it is, but Tamashii should have added some shading. In 5th place is Yoshi. I love this guy, I really do, but his eyes fall off with even the slightest amount of pressure or movement, and he's a bit overpriced in my opinion. I don't regret picking him up, but I wish Tamashii did a bit more with the Mario reissues. At least he looks nice next to Mario and Luigi. This is where the ranking gets really hard, because all 4 of these figures could easily take my #1 spot, and it feels like putting them anywhere but there is a disservice to them, but I gotta rank them, so I gotta put Yuta in 4th. I love this guy, and as I said, Yuta is one of my favorite characters from the series, so there may be some bias for this figure. This is such a solid release that does have some issues issues though. And third place, with a heavy heart, I have to put Figma Aaron. Figma is such an interesting company that I want to make a whole video about someday. Their philosophy when it comes to action figures is so unique that it either leads to some amazing releases or just a pile of dog shit. There is no in between. This Aaron is thankfully one of the good ones. He articulates fine, especially in the leg area, and his accessory spread has everything you would need. Just wish we got some more faceplates, especially a teeth grading one. I honestly have no issues with him. It's just that I love the other two figures a bit more. In second place, I have to put Shigaraki. What a phenomenal release. Tamashii brought everything when it came to making this figure. He looks like he was pulled straight out of the anime, and I love how they gave you the option to switch between both of his looks. But I especially love this red cape and hair down look. And he wasn't all that expensive considering what they would usually ask for. The My Hero SH Figuarts line is quickly lining up to be one of Tamashii's best lines yet. This Shigaraki feels nearly limitless when it comes to posing potential, and I can't see any other company even coming close to making a better Shigaraki figure. Which makes first place none other than my GOAT, Ryuji. My bias for Persona 5 is 100% talking here because you can point out a lot of problems with this guy, such as the faceplates looking a bit soft and off, the skull mask looking goofy, and other things like that. But man, for how old and limited this guy is, I could care less for those problems. He does everything a Ryuji figure needs to do, and I love having him posed up next to my other Persona 5 figures. When you buy a Grail, there's a chance it'll be lacking and underwhelming and leave you with an insane amount of disappointment and sadness. This Ryuji figure is not one of those times, and I couldn't be happier. May was definitely one of my favorite months yet when it came to action figures, and it'll probably be one of my last big monthly hauls. There's just not a lot coming out soon that I want or need over the next couple of months, and I'm starting to run out of space, so this is probably the best time for me to start cutting back on the amount of figures I buy. Either way, see you guys next month.